Let's hope this thing is going on. It says we're live, but I'm not too sure if we're actually live or if it's just bullshit. I'm making up stuff as I go, cause who gives a fuck? We're gonna have a intro. Cause this is how we made the intro last time. We were just fucking
I know.
around.
That's why I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna keep going.
He's like, we're just fucking vibing. Fuck it, let's just run the intro. 3, 2, 1, run the intro. Eyepokes Headchokes. All right. Why did I say that? Like, why did I keep doing that? Like, I've been watching too much Matthew McConaughey. I don't know what it is. And I haven't even watched. That's the crazy thing. I don't know. It's just like, all right.
Embedded in your brain.
I guess. I don't know why exactly. But he kind of is. Well, guys, welcome to the final. I don't even know what fucking episode. It's the final episode. I don't even know what fucking episode this is. What number?
I was thinking about that 7 hours ago, and I said, I'm gonna look. Never got a chance to look.
It's 2 something. We know that. I don't think we crossed 250. Did we cross 250? I'm not sure.
We might have. Maybe. I don't think we got past.
I think we got close to 250 episode. No, because we didn't even put the episode number going forward. So I don't even know. Like, since we restarted it.
You've been
stopped. I stopped a long time ago, apparently. And
we both. Yeah. We stopped after 204.
Son of a bitch. We did. I think we did. So I think in between there, 204 was probably before I left from New York, right? I would say that sounds about right. And then...
Yeah, it was definitely...
Because we definitely did 200 when I was in New York.
Yeah.
We definitely did 200 when I was in New York. We had all those masks on.
I have a 200 shirt. I never got a 200 shirt. Did you? Because... Okay.
Did I make one?
I don't feel so bad then. You made the design and we put it up, yeah.
Oh, then I'm just going to order it. Fuck it. We probably should have ordered it, so wear it. We're done. It's okay. It's fine. It's the last episode. Who gives a fuck?
My special shirt.
Who gives a shit? No, okay, so you're an asshole because you made it for yourself, but you didn't make one for me, first of all. And this was, 8 years ago? That says 2016?
Where is it at? It's somewhere.
It says it right there, under the HTK, yeah. So... I'm kind of jealous that I don't have that shirt, to be honest with you. Kind of jealous I don't have that shirt. To be real with you.
My bad, bro.
Yo, what up, Die Hard?
It's vintage, dude. It's also vintage. This is crazy.
It's vintage now, technically. I just put the shit out of my tongue. It's okay. That happens.
Love yourself, homie. Love yourself.
So welcome back to episode 2 something. We don't know what the fuck it is. It might be 215. It might be 223. We're just going to say it's 299. We never made it to 300. It's okay. Who gives a fuck? We didn't ever make it past 250, I think. I don't think we made it past 250, to be honest with you. But
I believe we did.
You think so? I don't know.
I think so.
There were a lot of starts and stops. But either way, it's your boy, Mr. Alex.
Special episodes. I'm counting those.
That's fair. If you do count those, then yes, we probably had closer to 2. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We had a lot of special episodes. Yeah. We did. So it's your boy, Mr. Alex, for one last time. That too. Yes. It's the guy on the other side, Mr. Cooler, for another one last time.
Yes.
And I'm coming to you sick. You could probably hear it in my voice, and it's okay. We were supposed to do this on Wednesday, like we said last week, but I came down with a crazy fever, 101.7. I was going to try to power through it, but my fiance was like, nah, you have to stay at home. I texted Cooler. I was like, I'm still dying. Can't do it. Let's try tomorrow. Tomorrow, like yesterday, I was still feeling like shit. And here we are. I started heating up a bit. Yeah, I started heating up.
Already?
But also this is because I'm like running off of like 3 hours of sleep because of the whole debacle I told you about last night. I couldn't go to sleep because of the fact that I was, traumatized by a cartoon.
Intrigued.
I was traumatized by a cartoon. That's all I'm gonna say. But
if you catch me looking, that's what I'm looking at.
You're watching it?
Yep.
No. Don't watch it right now. No. You have to do this separately, and then you gotta text me after because, like, dude, when you see this shit happen, you're gonna be like, no. Like I
Yeah, I'm
was just,
watching. This is
it was
episode
so
3.
good. Okay, so we're talking about X-Men '97. If you haven't watched the OG X-Men, the fuck is wrong with you?
Watch it.
Like, if
Yeah, the
watch
song
it.
is amazing. The song just gets me.
Or
It has the best theme music in the world.
yeah, but you have it's like the most. It's one of the most iconic cartoon like theme songs ever.
Yeah.
I think I want to say like next to, and I'm just gonna throw it out there next to like Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball. Like it's one of the most iconic. Like obviously even like Batman, like the animated series. Yeah. But in terms of like theme, like it's one of the most iconic. Anytime anyone starts doing it, everybody starts doing it with together. And like when I saw the trailer for X-Men '97 and they put that, I was like, yes. I was like, give me some fucking more. Finish the story.
I was
no pun intended.
They kept
or continue the story. But they kept some of the same theme. They kind of altered it, obviously, because it's like a new thing. But it's so good, man. It's so. If you haven't watched X-Men '97, watch X-Men '97. If you haven't, you haven't caught up to the latest episode, man.
Oh man! By the end of the episode, end of this episode, I'll be done with the series.
Okay.
I'll be up to date.
But pay attention. But it's okay. But yeah. So
I
we're
will
here.
rewatch.
No, you'll rewatch. But like, I feel like the 5th episode, you have to like really watch and pay attention because you're just gonna be like,
oh,
why?
Man.
Like I said, Red Hood levels of stuff. Like best writing in the MCU for me, besides Guardians of the Galaxy. I know this is wrestling, fucking our last episode, but this is something that kept me up for 3 extra hours last night while I was sick, and I couldn't fucking go to sleep because I kept thinking about this goddamn thing, watching something else. I couldn't turn my brain off. It was that fucking good. But yeah, so we're here. I'm sick. He's doing okay over there. How's the weather over there?
I'm all right. It's New York. It's time. It doesn't know what it wants to be. That's where we're at. It's hot one day. It's cold the next
day.
It's
40. It's 70. It's 53. It's 64. Yeah.
Yes. And luckily, we did just get our 70 degree day like 3 days ago. So it was nice, along with the eclipse.
Yeah, how was the eclipse for you guys?
So, it was nice. It was cute. It was fun.
Did you have your like thingy to like, and then like, did you take any pictures with the phone?
Yes.
Or no? Nice.
Yes, I took a few pictures. You can barely see it. You can see the sun more than you can really see the eclipse, because the camera for whatever reason. So yeah, but yeah, it was nice. It was all right. Earthquake was surprising and fun. And
what is that? So was it?
I can't say scary. I just stopped everything. I was like, in the middle of everything, I'm like, what do I do? Do I go outside? Because I know the world is shaking right now. And upstairs, it felt like 1,000 people were running. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to either go or not go. And by the time I thought of what to do, it stopped. It was like a good 40-second rumble. Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Maybe more.
Oh, wow.
Maybe more. But it was like a 40-second rumble. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's the funny thing is like I remember, I don't know if it was 2012. I don't remember if it was 2012 or maybe like the year after, the year before, but we had an earthquake before in New York. And I remember when I was at work, we were just there. Like I was working for Armani at the time at the corporate offices. And we're there, and all of a sudden we're like, whoop. I was like, the fuck was that? Like everything just went up, and we were like, what the fuck? And then like everything shook for a bit, and I was like, yo. I was like, is that an earthquake? I don't remember if it was like, I think it was like around a 4 as well, if I remember correctly. I don't.
Yes, because it came from Virginia. It came from Virginia, and it came
and went all the way up
to New York. Yeah.
So it wasn't as crazy because the epicenter for this one was in Jersey, so it's like right across the river. So that's why you guys felt it for 40 seconds, as compared to like we felt it maybe for like 3-4 seconds at time. Like it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
So I remember that, and I remember my sister telling me like she was at home in the Bronx and like the bed like jumped up and down for a little bit and then it just stopped and settled. And I was just like, yo, oh, that's kind of wild. She was like, yeah, I know. But no, yeah, like that's kind of, dude, it's kind of wild. Like that's the reason why I never moved to Cali, because it's like I don't want the earth to move. Like no,
yeah, especially with buildings. You're in a building and it's crazy because I think in LA they tell you at least leave the building, get out of the house
if you can. The safest time to the safest
okay,
time.
That makes
the safest
sense
thing to do if you can. If it's an easy exit, yes, absolutely. But if you can't, if you're in a big building or whatever, go to the doorway. Doorway is and just like stay under the doorway because that's like that has the best support structure. So next time, and maybe so what was that? That was in 2012 that happened. Maybe another 12 years. Maybe maybe it happens.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it doesn't. Yeah. Who knows? But the world is ever shifting, so we never know.
You see where the weather is at today.
But the funny thing, exactly. The funny thing is, like, I remember I was here, so we had moved into this place, right? And this was almost 2 years ago. And I'm here on a Wednesday, randomly alone. Like, fiance's at work, and I'm here, and it's like 12:30. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck? And everything's like shaking and moving. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Down here. And I was like, what the fuck?
Why?
And then it stops. Then it stops like after 10 seconds. And I'm like,
what the hell was
Miami? It's an earthquake? So found out, I want to say maybe a month later, because it happened regular intervals. It didn't happen every day, but it would happen at regular intervals. So it was like it would happen on a Wednesday, and then it would happen on a Friday sometimes. Sometimes it would happen on a Friday, but mostly on Wednesdays. Mostly on Wednesdays it would happen. On Wednesdays, for sure, it would happen. Friday, maybe. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? So I just looked it up. Ground shaking in my area, whatever. Bro, there's a quarry not that far from here.
Oh, shit.
So when my shaking earthquake is them blowing something up. And I'm feeling the fucking aftershock of them blowing whatever up to get to the thing in the quarry. And I'm just like, and then I asked one time when like the landlord was here, I was like, bro, why are there earthquakes here? And he was like, oh no, that's the quarry. I was like, okay, so it is the quarry. He was like, yeah. He was like, scared the shit out of me the first time. I was scared the shit out of me. He started laughing. But for sure,
that's crazy.
It happened. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, this is what an earthquake must feel like. So I kind of feel like tiny earthquakes all the time. But even in like in New York, even in New York, bro, there's in New York, there's 1 and 2. There's like magnitude 1 and 2 earthquakes all the time. All the time. We just don't feel it because of the fact that we have the trains. We have the trains. We have the buses. We have so much like mass amount of people and everything moving around. You don't really feel it. But when you have a 4.5 in like right across the river,
something like that.
That's like, it was kind of wild. I was like, when I got the alert and I was like, the fuck? I was like, what is going on? I was like, who's testing something? But
that's really what I thought too. Hey.
I thought that immediately. I was like, Jersey? Who gives us, like, who cares about Jersey to earthquake? Like, the earth doesn't care about Jersey. I'm kidding, Jersey. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding.
Stop being so shitty.
But yeah.
Jersey.
But no, yeah. Like, so yeah. So that's where we're at. Hurricane season coming soon for Miami. So great. That should be fun. Should be super, super, super tons of fun. I love hurricane season.
Tons of fun. All right.
But yeah, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about WrestleMania 40.
What do we got?
Let's talk about
WrestleMania 40.
Night 1, and we'll talk about what we thought about Night 1 at the end, and then we'll talk about Night 2. go through the matches as well. Talk about how he felt about night 2, and then final thoughts on WrestleMania overall.
Okay. All right.
And after that, extra shit because it's the final episode of Who Gives a Fuck. You know? So
we're gonna talk about UFC 300.
Oh fuck yes, we are. Damn son, this is why like kind of.
I just thought about that only because I have
that's this weekend,
a reminder on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, thank God I'm off too. I have to see if somebody's watching it. Oh, it's Pajeda versus Hill, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, they got a card, boy.
Yeah,
all right, you know what? You want to start with
Even
UFC?
We can do that.
You want to start with UFC? I just pulled it up already. Let's start with UFC. Let's go to the. You know what? Let's go to the prelims because apparently even the prelims are fucking stacked. So let's see the early prelims. No, I don't care about that. Wait, Cody's on the early prelim, not Cody Rhodes. All right, let's just start with the early prelim. So UFC 300 tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. So that's 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. We have for the early prelims, we have Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. That should be a good one. Damn, I haven't seen Davison Figueiredo in a while. I think I'm gonna bet on this shit tomorrow. It's probably gonna bet. Then we have Bobby Green at lightweight. We have Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. After that, we have women's strawweight bout Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez. It's crazy that Jessica Andrade is on a fucking early prelim. She's the number 4 ranked strawweight. She's on an early prelim. That's how stacked this fucking card is. Then we have the lightweight bout Jalen Turner versus Renato Moicano from Brazil. Number 10 versus number 13. After that, we have on the prelim card, we have Sadiq Yusuf and Diego Lopez fighting at featherweight. Number 13 versus the unranked. Then we have women's bantamweight bout Holly Holm, the OG, the one that knocked out Ronda Rousey. Retired her from the UFC versus Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison, yo, don't sleep on Kayla Harrison, bro. Don't sleep on Kayla Harrison. I feel like Kayla Harrison.
I haven't heard anything about her.
She's pretty good. She's 16-1, bro. 6 wins by knockout, 6 wins by submission, 9 first round finishes. Pretty good. And then you're going against Holly Holm, 15-6, one of the best strikers in women's MMA. She comes from the boxing background, and Kayla Harrison, I forgot where she's coming in from. I don't know if she's coming in from PFL or Bellator. I don't remember, but I know she's debuting, and she looks like a beast. And I hope I hope it's a good fight. I hope it's not something like she gets washed. And because Holly Holm, she's she's 42, I think now.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's still going, bro. We still had what's his name, Alexander. What's his name? He was going into his 40s. He fought in 4 different decades. Remember? No. It was a Russian dude. The old Russian dude. He was 43, 44. I don't
pronounce that name. Though.
No, yeah. But you know who I'm talking about.
Not so Khabib, but
no. So we have fuck. Now it's Alexander. I forgot what it was. Then we have.
I know exactly who you're talking
about. It's the big Russian dude. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the heavyweight.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Fucking heavyweight.
Yeah.
There's not too many of them.
So we had the featherweight bout as well. Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling, number 2 ranked. So I guess whoever wins here is probably gonna get another shot at the belt. And then at light heavyweight bout, we have Prochaska versus Alexander Rakic. Should be a look when you have a Czech versus a Serbian.
I'm scared.
Shit's about to go down.
There will be blood.
Yes, shit's about to go down. I think I'm betting up this whole fucking card. I might max myself out at $100, but I think I'm gonna have some parlays going here. Then we have on the main card finally. So we have Bo Nickel, which is kind of a fucking beast. Unranked going against Cody Brundage. Bo Nickel was a wrestler, if I remember correctly, in college, and so far he's 5-0, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission.
No.
What happened?
The Max Holloway Justin Gaethje match got canceled.
Why? Why? Why?
That's what it says over here.
They canceled the BMF fight? Bro, that was gonna be the fight.
That was the one. That's the one.
No. Like, those two are my favorite fighters to watch. Yeah. Like, just because they'll go all out. I still remember when Max Holloway went Ultra Instinct that time and like beat the shit out of, was it Michael Chandler or Calvin? It was Calvin Kattar. He beat the shit out of him. He was like, I'm the best boxer, and fucking just moving and then pop, 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 like just kept piecing him. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. Like, he was in the zone and you couldn't touch that fool. But anyways, let's backtrack a little bit. So we have Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundish. So like, we're gonna see if Bo Nickel actually gets his 6th win. Very, very, very highly touted. I watch on YouTube Vote Sport. They do a lot of MMA stuff, and they did one recently on Bo Nickel before this fight coming up on UFC 300. He's a fucking beast. Okay. There's a reason why his odds are at minus 2,100.
Okay.
His odds are fucking sky high through the roof. But then again, at the end of the day, bro, MMA is anyone's game. You get that punch, really you get that lucky thing. Like, it's skillful, obviously, but like, it can turn at the drop of a dime. We all know that.
At the wrong moment.
And then you get really punched in the liver at the wrong moment, or you zig when you should have zagged, and the kick is coming this way, and you got set up like Usman did. Like when Usman got fucking caught by.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Like, he had the fight won. Wow. He had the fight won, and he zigged instead of zagged. And he got zigged into that kick.
Did he, or did he zag too much?
No, he set him up beautifully. He set him up beautifully for that kick. I don't care what no one said. I love Usman, one of my favorites, but he should have zagged. But Bo Nickel, that tells you minus 2,100 odds. Like, you put $100 and you're not winning shit really. You're winning like $2 maybe. Charles Oliveira versus I don't know how to say that name. Sarukian from Armenia. Should be a good bout. Charles Oliveira is fucking Charles Oliveira, man. What the fuck else could we say about Charles? Like, he's a beast. Then we have the lightweight bout that
one of the last two champions too. So.
Yeah, exactly. Lightweight bout got canceled, unfortunately, the BMF title. Why the fuck did it get canceled? I want to know why that got canceled. I'm pretty annoyed. Then we have the women's strawweight title bout. Zhang Wei Li, champion, defending her strap against Yan Xiaonan, number 1 contender. They're gonna beat the shit out of each other, cause it's fucking Zhang Wei Li, bro. Like, let's be honest.
She's a beast.
I love that girl. I love that girl. She's a fucking beast. Why? What do you mean?
Well, maybe not redeem herself, but she not a losing streak. She lost a while ago, and she
lost to Rose. She lost to Rose, and then she got it back.
And not a bad. Yes.
Yeah, she got it back on that fucking fight that Rose like didn't even show up to. Like, she was there, but she wasn't there. She was not there. That was such an embarrassment.
She thought she was fight.
Yeah.
Was it?
That was an embarrassing fight for Rose.
I don't remember it the right way. Maybe
that was a bad fight for Rose. No, I was like, what is this? Rose fought on the fight night recently.
She's yeah, she did. That's what I'm thinking about. She's relaxing a little bit too much. She thought she won that. She did not. She could have.
So she lost again?
She was so close to it. Yes.
I think she's done. I think once she got the title in that fashion against Zhang Wei Li, when she caught her with that head kick, I think like that's like, yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know, like, because she also had. So let's be fair. She also has spoken about having mental health issues and whatnot. Yeah. So like maybe she's struggling to get back in that zone, and she's not really all there. But if you're not really all there, don't compete, because that's how you get really hurt. Like, I'd rather see you retire and live a long, healthy life than really get hurt because you weren't 100% in. You have to be 100% in. And in that fight with Zhang Wei Li, when she lost the title and that rematch, like, she looked like shit. If you're telling me that she slacked off here, then that's also, kind of the same. So it kind of sucks, but like, she's a beast. She could turn it on whenever the fuck she wants. Clearly, she can, because the way she head kicked the fuck out of Zhang Wei Li, she's a beast. Rose is a beast if she wants to be. Let's be fair. If she wants to be.
Yeah.
And then the main event, we have the light heavyweight title bout. Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. Alex Pereira is a fucking beast, bro. Like, I also just watched the same YouTube channel. They had a Alex Pereira one on the Vote Sport. Go check them out if you like ever had the chance. Like, I like to watch it just because they also covered like people in one championship and other stuff that are coming up to the UFC. Maybe they're in one. Maybe they're like Muay Thai fighters that you never heard of, or kickboxers you never heard of, boxers, whatever. They cover a lot in the combat sports stuff. So it's really, really fucking cool. But no, for sure, we have Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. Should be a really, really good fight. I think this could be a toss up. Alex Pereira is a beast. I think Jamal Hill, I don't remember correctly. I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast when they had the MMA thing for a fight night, and Matt Serra was there and other people were there. And I think they had said that Jamal Hill had beat Alex Pereira in kickboxing. I do not know. I could be wrong. Or he had beaten, or he beat Izzy.
Or they had a match beforehand or something.
Yeah, they had a match beforehand. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they for sure, definitely went at it before. So should be interesting. Should be a good fight. Alex Pereira, like, that motherfucker has rocks for hands, manos de piedra, pretty much. They call him, I don't know if it's correct, but potang or something like that in Brazilian. That means like rock hands, like boulder hands or a boulder fist. Like, I forgot what it was. But yeah. Signing on Mac. Yes, that was you. That was me. That was you. That was
me. No. So I'm looking at our podcast
uh-huh.
on Patreon, and we're up to 240. 48. This will be 48. 248.
With everything?
Not with the other stuff.
So we made it past 250. Podcast. It's okay. We'll make a 250 shirt and call it a day. Yeah. 250 plus we'll put, and it's okay. We made it to 250 plus. That's where we're at. But I'm looking forward to this UFC 300. I was very, very jealous that I couldn't go see the UFC 299 when it was here in Miami. I would have loved to have seen that, but the ticket prices were fucking insane. So I was like, yeah, nah. I'll watch it I'll watch it on the network, and I'll just chill at home and watch it.
Network is a little fuzzy sometimes.
Sometimes, but I have another network that I watch it on that I can't really share, unfortunately, but I would if I could. But yeah, so that's it for UFC 300. What do you think? Like, who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win in each one? Starting with the prelims, early prelims.
For 300, early prelims. I know anybody for the early prelims?
Yeah,
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
Cody. I know Cody. I know Bobby Green.
You don't know Figueiredo or Jessica Andrade?
I know her. I do know Figueiredo. I do. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green. I'm gonna go with Figueiredo. I'm gonna go with Andrade.
I don't know the top two.
I don't know that.
I don't know either of them.
I don't know them either. I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner because he looks like me. He looks more.
He does not look like Tracy Morgan. Stop it.
Oh, fuck you.
I had to get one in. One last one. Come on. I had to. All right. So what about prelims?
Prelims. I'm hoping for Holly Holmes to get her on her way out win, I guess. Um,
I don't think she's on her way out. I don't know how many fights she has
older.
left on her contract, but I don't think she's on her way out.
She's older. She's on her way out.
She's older, but that doesn't. You're an asshole, bro. This is the same guy that
Listen.
called a wrestler fugly. So I'm not surprised.
And this is what. Listen, I have to. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna get some flames in these last 2 episodes. I did not flame anybody last episode. I love Holly Holmes. She sent Ronda Rousey packing.
That's true. She retired Ronda.
So it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Aljamain Sterling, I'm gonna go with, and I do not know the Serbian and the Russian ethnic names. I don't know how to pronounce those.
Prochaska and Rakic.
I didn't even want to try. That looks super simple.
I think it's Prohaska. I think it's Prohaska, if I remember correctly, and Rakic. I know Rakic because of a specific soccer player that has the same last name. No, dude. Oh. It looks like I'm drinking piss.
Listen, I can't help it. It does. I ain't want to say nothing.
It's just emergency, guys. It's just emergency.
Hope it's ow.
I should have put 2. What was what?
I don't know, but I heard some loud noise.
Was it a ghost?
I hope it wasn't.
I'm like I'm not gonna lie to you. So you see my background, like where, like right here where my hand is?
The red? Yes.
So like I'm deathly afraid that one day, if I'm streaming or whatever, this and that, like if I have this red shit on, I'm gonna see a face and I'm gonna shit on myself. I remember one time. Tangent. I remember one time I was streaming late at night. Mm-hmm. Fiance went to sleep. She was like, "Okay, baby, I'm gonna go to sleep." I was like, "Yeah." She gave me a kiss. She went fucking whatever. I was still streaming. I was playing video games. I was having a good time. People were watching. We were all hanging out. I don't know what possessed her. She was still half asleep, and she comes out, but she doesn't say a fucking word, and she's just standing like this, like with her arms like down, because she's still half asleep. Her fucking hair, her hair is like this because she's asleep. She's like half asleep. And I just look over. I'm like, like I fucking freaked out. And she scared the living shit out of me. And she was just like, "What?" She was like, "When are you coming to bed?" I was like, "Go to bed." Like, she scared the living shit out of me, bro. I thought it was the ring happening for a second. And when you have the
That's what
red,
it sounds like.
And then when you have the red creepy background, I'm like, maybe I should change the color. But I like the red background.
Maybe you should. I was never worried when it was green back there, but maybe you want to keep it red and black for the logo.
That's probably why I did it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Because like I can change the colors and not get killed by a fucking, like it could be like nice and but then I could still probably see a face right here that's gonna come out of nowhere. So it's like who really knows?
It can still be there.
That looks a little better. That looks a little better. But let's just go back to red.
Pink is
let's just go back to red. Whatever. We're here. We're on red. Let's just keep going. End the tangent. Good. But so I feel like Bo Nickel's gonna win on the main card. I feel like Charles Oliveira is gonna have a tough time versus Arman, but I think he can still get the win. I'm gonna put my money on Charles Oliveira, literally, because we could bet now in Florida. Thanks, Governor.
All right.
Since this fucking Holloway and Gaethje match is out, that's so fucking disappointing, bro. So disappointing. This is crazy that the odds are even for Zhang Weili and Yan Xiaonan. Like, that's fucking crazy. And Alex Pereira, I think I'll take Zhang Weili because she has that champions thing, but Yan is a beast. Like, Xiaonan she's a beast.
What?
Wait, like the experience, champions experience. Like, she has that.
Oh, okay.
The champion thing behind her. Like, her hits are harder. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you have that weight behind the champion. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then I think Zhang Weili will probably win that. And And I think Jamal Hill might upset Alex Pereira. I think so. I don't know how, but I think like I'll probably put money on Jamal Hill just for fun. I'm probably gonna put $20, parlay this shit, and see if I win big. If my fight knowledge goes and serves me well here, and I win $400,000, like I be seeing people on Instagram winning $400,000 off of fucking.
What do you use? What do you use to gamble over there? What do you use?
We have one specific app. It's called Hard Rock Bet. So it's the Hard Rock Seminole. Yeah.
Damn, a Hard Rock Cafe.
Seminole Casino. Yeah, exactly. So it's like the it's a Hard Rock Bet. So that's the only one. They haven't allowed the other ones that you could do in New York now. DraftKings Sportsbook and
Prize Pig.
Yeah.
DraftKings.
Yeah. Like there's another one I can do online, but like it's just easy. It's on my phone. Like it's like whatever. Like it's fine.
Okay.
And like I could always hit up the bookies back in the Bronx if I need to.
You can. Yeah, okay.
You know. But I'm looking forward to 300. Right. Should be fun. Yeah, let's move on to WrestleMania. I can't do his voice. I don't think anyone should even do his voice anymore. Fucking creepo.
But I'll let you try. That's all.
I mean, it's fine. Buddy. It's the last episode, so who cares? So WrestleMania 40 night 1 matches and results. So we have the Women's World Championship match: Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I'm glad that Becky Lynch lost because I feel like Rhea Ripley had no reason to really lose it, to be honest with you. And she kind of dominated a bit, to be honest with you. Like from what I saw, like I was kind of, yeah, like she kind of dominated from what I saw, and like I think
she did.
Becky's been around so long that like obviously like you still have to keep putting her over. That's who they want as champ, so that like obviously let's go that way. But it was still good. It was really good. I enjoyed the match. It was a great opening match for night 1. I was like, okay, this is a great start. I gave it like, if this was in WWE 2K23 terms while we were doing the thing, I'd say GM mode, I'd give it like a 4-star match. I was happy with it. It was enjoyable. It wasn't too long either. It was like a good 15-20 minutes. And it got straight to the point. Called it a day. And I was like, okay, cool. So it was a good one. The next match, Undisputed Tag Team Championship, Judgment Day versus DIY versus The New Day, Awesome Truth versus A-Town Down Under, and versus New Catch Republic. 6-pack ladder match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. So, annoying thing is that fucking, what's his name? Ray Shawn kind of spoiled it, saying that they were going to break up the titles and put them back on different things. I feel like that shouldn't have happened, but I don't run the business. Triple H knows what he's doing, I guess, and we just have to trust him. So we have. I mean, I feel like he does. So it was a really good match. I had fun watching the match. It wasn't like the best. It's not gonna beat the ladder match of ladder matches. We all know which one is the best ladder match of all time. Let's be honest. And I think 6 teams. There was a lot of stuff going on, so like you had to kind of like follow things here and there. There were great spots. It was fun. It was action. It didn't take too long either, which I was happy about as well. So they were like churning through the matches. So you had A-Town Down or A-Town Down Under, I guess, whatever, winning the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and Awesome Truth winning the Raw Tag Team titles, which actually surprised me. I was actually really happy that they got the Tag Team Championships because it's like it was. I expected Judgment Day to retain, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. But I knew if they lost at least one of them, then something else was going to happen later. Because like you can't have Rhea win, and then you can't have them win, and then you can't have what happened the next day. So it was a really good.
That would be too much.
It would have been too much. Yeah. You have to kind of like give up some to get some. So yeah, but it was
the fact that he was able to cash in. So
yeah. So it was a good match. It was a fun match. Again, I wouldn't say it's the greatest ladder match, but it was enjoyable. I had a good time.
It was fun.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio and Andrade. versus Santo Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. How do you feel about this one? Piss break?
I was asleep.
We did talk about this at a certain point where I was at my fiance's cousin's house.
Actually, no, I didn't go to sleep the first night. First night, I didn't go to sleep. I was just, it was so much going on.
I was at my fiance's cousin's house. I was like, piss break. I didn't pay attention, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie.
It was just
we were playing telestrations. We were playing telestrations. I was like, fuck it. I was like playing with the kids that probably got me sick. It's okay. It's all good. It's like, you know, it is what it is. But
get you back another day.
Yeah, it's fine. Way. It's fine. And it was cool, like, because, you know, you had Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson come out, the Eagles players. Jason Kelce just retired, if I remember correctly. Yeah. One of the best offensive linemen of all time, pretty much, I want to say. He was one of my favorite. I might get his Eagles jersey.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't asleep during that match. I saw that bullshit when they came out.
Yeah,
okay, but...
I mean, it was cool for Philly. Yeah, you might as well. Like, if you're in Lincoln Financial Field, you gotta like, you know, do your stuff.
Does Philadelphia have does the Eagle have dancers like the Dallas Cowgirls? Do they have
all of them have cheerleaders? Yeah, the cheerleaders came out. Yeah, Eaglets.
I didn't see the Eaglets.
They came out at one point. They did.
It wasn't out long enough.
They came out with on night 1 or night 2 with Snoop Dogg?
I saw none of Snoop Dogg. Every time it was a break in between, because the breaks are 5 minutes, I walked away.
Okay, fair enough. But he came out to announce. He came out to announce the attendance, and he was with the cheerleaders. You know, he was doing his.
I saw that, and that's I was actively walking away.
There you go. So after,
shout out to them.
Eaglets. I don't think that's what they're called, but okay. We have Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. What a letdown, bro.
This was the worst match of the week.
It was so bad. Like, I was so surprised. Like,
of the week.
I'm like, bro.
5 minutes.
I think it was 10. No. But, like, fuck.
It's 11 minutes, and it's worse than the 6-woman match.
Like, I don't understand.
How is it worse than the 6-woman tag match?
I don't understand how you dropped the ball so hard on this story between them, where it could have been something. This should have been a no holds bar street fight between them, where they fuck each other up mercilessly. But then, you know, Jimmy does his fuck shit, and then Jay, like, you know, you have the same elements. Go ahead and have the same elements. It's fine.
It's supposed to feel like the mid-card main event of the night.
That's what it should have been. That's exactly what it should have been, and it wasn't, and it surprised the fuck out of me how badly they dropped the ball on this one.
They said they shaved 5 minutes off that match for the Bloodline match.
But you know what, too, though? I feel like also the other problem was, like, how long has that been going on, too? You know what I mean? Like, Jay Jimmy, the Jay Jimmy shit since, like, the whole, like.
Remember, we were kind of tired of them as the Usos.
We were. But at the same time,
as the Usos, so even to get them from that point to here now, we're invested. It's so easy to fucking lose us because we've been here long enough. It's been the push Sami Zayn situation inside the Bloodline. Why wasn't this a better match?
There was no emotion. Nothing to it, bro. Like, your brothers.
None at all.
Your brothers. I've had fucking arguments that had more emotion with my brother than what we saw on TV. Mm-hmm. Like, full-fledged arguments that we were about to fight. That you could have translated that onto TV. They're fucking twin brothers.
I don't understand how nobody backstage could have made this better for them.
There should have been a championship at least involved or something. There should have been if he beats him, he's out of the bloodline. Like, you know, maybe like Reigns was like, "Yo, you're out." No, I know. Like, he is, but he's not.
But yeah,
like,
I get
you know
it.
what I mean? Like, there should have been something like, but there was nothing.
By the bloodline next week.
There was nothing.
Yeah, should have been something.
There was absolutely
loser
nothing.
Has to walk through town of the bloodline and they get lashes, all of them.
Yeah.
Every Samoan bloodline member gets a slash.
Shame. Like, that's exactly what should have happened to the fat Uso.
Honestly, yeah.
Anyways, I'm kidding. You guys are great, but you had a shit match, and we're very, very disappointed. I think everybody was actually very disappointed with that match.
Very disappointed, young men.
And to your point, like the Bianca Belair, like Naomi and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control was actually a better match. Did I focus on it too much? Not really, because I knew which way they were gonna go. Obviously they're gonna give fucking Jade Cargill the pin. And
focus on.
The problem to me with the match, though, we know what Jade Cargill is capable of. We know this. We know she's a beast. We know she's powerful. We know she's powerful. We know she still needs to be brought along. We get that. Okay. But you have Bianca Belair, who was a former women's champion.
Your words wisely.
We have Bianca Belair, who was a former women's champion, and had a crazy ass match with Mercedes Moné at WrestleMania in a crazy moment, and against everyone else too. And then you also have Naomi in there, who also is no pushover, and they just seemed like pushovers in that match to let Jade Cargill shine, which I get, but at the same time, it's like, why couldn't you have 3 strong black women fuck up
showing their black girl magic?
Correct. Fuck up Damage Control. You could have went that way, and Jade Cargill could have still got the pin, but they kind of, I feel like they nerfed the two next to her, Belair and Naomi.
You know what happened?
To accentuate like her dominance, which, like, I get it, but
you know what it is now too. They do use the TK tape. They do use it. Sometimes they use it too much. I can't speak for WWE, but they should maybe WWE should have used some of the KT tape for the women just for that moment, because the storyline is that Damage Control has been on a rampage, has been jumping.
Make them look fucked up. Yeah. Make them look fucked up.
Exactly.
Play into it.
That's the one thing that's missing. They don't look as fucked up, even though they might be moving a certain type of way. But sometimes it's not clicking if I don't know the story. Tape being bandaged up is something that they have not been utilizing so much in WWE.
Like the fact that WWE No Mercy. The fact that WWE No Mercy in the story mode, if you got fucked up in one match
and bring that
and you went to the next one and you were bandaged up, a fucking video game from '98 could do that, and you couldn't do that for fucking costume design. And come on, guys, come on.
I would hope that they would actually do certain levels of bandaging, like just do certain levels of bandaging.
Yeah, like put it on their knee, put it on their back, on the shoulder, something. On the neck.
Even color the shit. Even color it just to be fancy. Color it. Whatever you have to do. Maybe for the video games, color it. But for like live action, maybe just have 2, 3 strips, 4 strips, depending on, make it look like it's really, really a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. But that was really the story. So, and she's only popped up. She's only been backstage interviews and stuff like that. So it's like she's completely fresh from her last match being in AEW, as opposed to them having matches the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, or whatever. Let's get into Sami Zayn defeating Gunther. How do you feel about that match?
I'll be honest with you. I heard it was the match of the night, and I was playing Telestrations, and I didn't see much of it. But I heard it was really good.
Match. It was really good. I won't say match of the night. Maybe. Yeah. Singles match of the night, honestly.
The thing is, this is the thing. Sami Zayn's always going to bring it. Let's put that
Yeah.
number one out there. I remember the first
And
time I
then
saw Sami
Gunther
Zayn bring it,
is
that he surprised the shit out of me, was NXT versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I was like, brother,
okay.
this guy has something. There's something there for sure that I was like, bro, he has it. He has that like that it factor. So if that was one of my favorite matches, it's still one of my favorite matches from NXT period. Him versus Nakamura. But it's like for me that was one of the things where okay, this motherfucker could go. And with somebody like Gunther, that's such a fucking beast, that's so dominant and whatever, obviously you're gonna have the underdog thing. I don't remember how this storyline started, but overall,
I don't even know either.
they went with a people's champion type thing, normal person versus like the huge underdog story, David versus Goliath type thing. They went into Rocky motifs and all that shit, like.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. Because we talked about it last week, where it's like Gunther should retain it, but then he should also lose it. Because if there's anyone who can beat him, it's Sami Zayn.
Yeah. And I just realized, like, not just realized it, but realizing it watching the show, it's like, oh shit, he has the NXT UK title streak. He has a streak for this title as well, for the IC title. So it really doesn't matter whether he keeps it or not. But
maybe this frees him up to go after Cody. Who the fuck knows? That would be the next logical step. That would be the next logical step. Go after Cody.
Cody has a good amount of
backlog.
Yeah. Yes, backlog.
Yep.
A lot of good match that can be teased, can be made, can be had. He has a lot of it.
Yeah, we could definitely get into that in a bit after night two for sure.
Let's
for sure, because
not get into that right now.
but no, like it's I do want to rewatch the match. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to rewatch the match because I heard it was a really good match. Like I saw all over the internet that people were just like, "Yo, that was a really good fucking match." So I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's service, and like I'm gonna do watch it, not like do it the service and leave it. And then afterwards we had the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. It was a good match. It wasn't the greatest match. It's a good match. It was fun. It's fun seeing The Rock back wrestling. Even though, Roman Reigns carried most of it, The Rock had his moments. And it's The Rock. Like, of course he's going to have his moments. Seth Rollins with his knee. It
wasn't bad. You can't get mad at it.
And we knew that, like, we said it from the beginning, like, you're going to have to stack the deck against Cody. They're going to have to win to stack the deck against Cody in night 2. And as predicted, voila. It's exactly what happened. Good fight. It was fun. It was fun to see The Rock threatening the referee. Like, I will fucking fire you. like, do not count or this and that. Like, he was like, I'm your boss. I will fucking fire you. I was like, yo. I was like, that final boss shit. Like, only he can, like, do shit like that and get away with it. And I was like, yo. I was like, he's really leaning in, and it's fucking great. Like, that was the fun part of the match, honestly. The rest of it, like, you had your normal stuff. You had Seth Rollins coming in here and there, and this and that. But like, it was, it was really good. There was a lot of close pinfalls. There was a lot of close moments. Yeah. But ultimately, like, we knew it was gonna happen. We knew that they were gonna have to stack the deck against Cody and have bloodline rules, wherever the fuck that meant. Which didn't mean really much of anything. It was just literally a no DQ match.
Hardcore match.
It was a no DQ match. Exactly. That's all it was. They could have just said no DQ. That's it. That's all they could have. That's all they had to say.
No DQ for people on our side. Fuck
exactly.
Side.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
But no, it was a good match. It was fun to watch. Again, it was fun to watch The Rock, like, do his shenanigans, dragging the referee from the ring, like and all that shit, like doing all the shenanigans to the cheatsy doodle stuff. I had to use that one more time for And it was cool to see. It was fun. It was fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, for me, night 1, I felt like it was a little too long. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like
okay, well that happened. Oh, wow.
I felt like
it was night 1 was definitely long.
Yeah, I felt like I think I don't remember if I text you. Like I said, I gave it a 5 out of 10, if I remember correctly.
Really? Yes, you did. Yeah, you know what it is too. The crowd was low energy, and it's
Yeah,
funny because looking through Twitter, they was like it was cold as fuck out there. I didn't realize it was a topless stadium.
yeah,
I
absolutely,
did
100%.
I did not notice that.
It
So
was 50
had I
degrees with a
known
wind
that,
chill of like 14, so it was like
it was
almost
40
30
degrees
degrees,
out there.
40, 30 degrees. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so you can
yeah.
only imagine. I wouldn't even have been mad at the Usos. I would have called that shit. I'd have called that shit. My nipples is hard. I'm wrestling niggas. No, get the fuck out of here.
My balls are like this.
Uh-uh.
Like I got it. They're going back
Uh-uh.
inside. Like nah. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
purple nurple. No, get out of here.
Yeah.
And shit, Cody and The Rock and Roman and Seth did that
Shirtless.
in
Yeah.
44 minutes.
Yep.
44
But
minutes
you know
broke
what?
a
Think about it.
record.
Think about it. 44 minutes. They're constantly running around. They're not feeling that cold. They're not. The
Yeah,
fans, they're feeling that cold. Not them.
definitely.
Not
Yeah.
them. For sure not them.
Yeah. It was definitely a low energy night. Only, but well, not yeah, low energy because it was cold. The matches that you wanted to be the best, like the Usos, was not the best. Um, that's really what it is to
Yeah.
me. I loved the fact that who got the tag titles? The
A-Town
Awesome Truth
down
got the
and
tag
Awesome
titles,
Truth. Yeah.
and, and them too. I'm happy that my two guys got the title. I'm happy Miz got the title. I'm happy Austin Theory got the title. I won night one. Fuck it. That's match of the night. It's a fucking 10. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me.
What,
Only
night
because
one?
yes.
Let's be
Okay,
objective,
maybe
not biased.
okay. Fuck you. Yeah, okay. Maybe a 8
So there's a caveat for my
for
5.
objectivity.
Remember, there's a caveat for my 5. I did not watch
Yeah.
the Sami Zayn fight.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
So
okay. And it was
right
a
now
really
it's
good
sitting at a
match.
5. It could probably go up to a 7. I don't know.
The
I
only
haven't seen it.
the the only match I really discount is what is that? The all the Hispanics, and I hate to say it that way because I'm one of them, but but that's the only match I really discount. That's really the only
And
thing
the
that it is
Usos,
for
dude.
me. Yes, you're right. Those two, the Usos first. The Usos get the 100% bad rating.
Yeah, the shittiest
But
match of the night. You
yeah,
had a 1 star. You had a half star.
yeah, all in 8 minutes. But no, 11. I mean, but yeah. Listen, The Miz, R-Truth, Austin Theory, one. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That takes the cake. We already knew Cody was gonna lose to put over The Rock. The Rock wasn't gonna lose a match.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
there we go. That's my 8. That's my 7.5, 8.
Okay, fair. Again, mine is skewed. But yeah, I won't know what my
Yeah,
shit is anyway because it's the last episode, so who gives a fuck? Anyways,
it's gonna be the same as mine.
probably.
Close.
If the Intercontinental Championship match is as good as people said it was, it's probably gonna be pretty close to what you're saying.
It's not.
Run through
I'm
the
trying to undersell it.
run through the. You could go ahead and run through night 2 if you want.
All right, night 2, we had Drew McIntyre defeating Seth freaking Rollins. Then for the World Heavyweight Championships. Then we had Damian Priest defeating Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship title in 9 seconds after that. We had the Pride, which is Bobby Lashley and D'Angelo Hawkins and Montez Ford with B-Fad. They defeated the
Piss break match.
the Philadelphia Street match. They defeated the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Akam, and Razor, which is AOP. After that, we had LA Knight defeating AJ Styles. We had Logan Paul. Wow, Logan Paul defeating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton for the U.S. title. We had Bayley defeating Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship, and then after that, we had Cody Rhodes defeating Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship with Bloodline Rules. Huh.
Uh, Starting with the first one. How'd you feel about the first match of the night?
Great pacing, great animosity, back and forth. CM Punk was doing commentary, which he's better at doing now, I think. He was doing commentary, and Drew was just paying too much attention to him.
Yeah,
and that was the downfall of the match.
We knew that was going to be the whole caveat. Like that's why he was out there, to start that up, and it was just it was a great match. It was very back and forth. But you knew there was a reason why Punk was out there. Obviously, like he got hurt by Drew McIntyre and all that stuff. At Royal Rumble, was it?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Hasn't he been hurt since Royal Rumble?
I think
he got hurt at the Rumble.
Yes, it was hurt at the Rumble. He's been hurt since AEW.
Yeah, for real. So no, it was, and like to me, the one thing I did like about it, as soon as the bell rang, he got him with the Claymore immediately. I was like, oh shit, is it gonna end this quickly? I was like, no way. But they made it a match. It was really good. I thought it was over too. I was like, there's no way they're gonna do this to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, you can't.
No fucking way.
Yeah, you can't do that to Seth. You can't. He held that.
I was like, not him.
Damn near the last year.
Yeah, not him.
Crazy with it.
No, you can't do him with it. You can't Kofi him. Chill. I'm sorry, you can't do that to him.
You can't Kofi him on WrestleMania.
Yeah, you can do it afterwards though, but not on WrestleMania.
Yeah. I have not been watching X-Men 97 at all.
I'm telling you, don't even watch. Just take it off, because you're gonna see some shit and you're not gonna have any context for it. Just take it off. I'm telling you.
Who needs context?
Yes, you need context. There's a lot of context that goes into that episode.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Everyone needs context with me. So yes, I agree with that.
So he wins the championship in a great match. And then for some reason he starts talking shit to CM Punk, and it's like, bro, CM Punk's like, why are you here? Why are you bothering me? Get out, dude, get out of my face.
Why are you making your moment my moment? That was great.
And he kept talking. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, ooh, this motherfucker's on the mic. He's still fucking supreme. Why are you doing this?
He still got it.
And then he got pissed, swept his legs out, and started fucking him up with his with the brace. And then
he did the crotch chop.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have did the crotch
yeah, he shouldn't have done that. That's what. Yeah.
There's a certain distance you have to have.
You have to be. You can't do that right in somebody's face.
Man to man before a man hits you. You need a certain distance.
Especially since
a man will not hit you.
Since your crotch is at his face level, so it's you can't do that to him, man. They sold it perfectly. Yeah. They sold it perfectly. It was great. He got fucked up, and then when Priest came in, and we were everybody started fucking cheering. I was really happy about that. So we got a New Yorker as the world heavyweight champion now. What's up, Dominicano? Puerto Rican, right? Is he both Dominican and Puerto Rican?
He might be both, but I know
I thought he was Dominican. I don't know.
He looks.
He looked Dominican as fuck to me.
That's what I was saying.
He looked Dominican as fuck to me.
Yeah, he could be. It does not say. Well, not yet.
I mean, he's definitely Puerto Rican. I know that much. I've heard him speak Spanish.
Yeah, it's definitely Puerto Rican. That's all I have. I don't see anything else.
Okay. But yeah, he lived in the Heights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in New York.
That's probably why I thought he was Dominican, because he lived in the Heights.
Shout out to Punishment Martinez.
Facts. Punishment Martinez. We saw you at Ring of Honor a bunch of times. Awesome seeing you live and then seeing you win the championship. That was awesome. That's great.
Did we see him in the Prospect tournament?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh my God. We saw Damian Priest.
We saw Jay White too.
Martinez. Yes, we definitely saw.
We saw Jay White when he was doing the Kiwi Crusher and all that shit. Remember? He had those blue shorts, or those turquoise shorts or some shit.
Short trunks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it was a good thing, and I like how it's gonna like fuel the McIntyre with Punk thing, because the thing is, we get into it later, but like you said, Cody's gonna have a backlog of people, and obviously Punk is one of the biggest matches you could probably have. Let's be honest, but he still needs to heal up. You need to like have him come back around at a different time, because we'll get into more. 100
but years old. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to do much.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The joke I made on Holly Holmes is more for him because he's older, and it's not just because he's older. It's also because he's a wrestler who he has had 10 years off, but he was wrestling.
Yeah.
For years straight. It's not the same. So that's really what it comes down to. It's not really a knock on the age. It's a knock on
rest. Being ready.
Age and your profession.
Yeah.
It does something different. So age wise you're young, but profession wise you old, beat up, and twice as aged. Even
that body's been that body's been through a lot.
Even Edge took 11 years off, and even with his neck injury, he looks fine, but you can still see the age is there.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
It doesn't look bad, but it's there. Just have to acknowledge it. That's it.
The next one was the street fight. The only thing that I loved about it was like, put this motherfucker on commentary, bro. Put Snoop Dogg on commentary. Like, we need to have an alternative commentary like thing for Snoop Dogg instead of just listening to Michael Cole and whatever. Just him narrating and maybe speaking with somebody else and allowing them to curse and have fun, letting him be high, letting him be himself, say, "Oh shit!" Like, it was so fucking funny. No, it's not too much, because they said "oh shit" like 4 times.
It's pay-per-view. Well, no, well, kind of. Not really.
But I just think really there should be a commentary, like an alternative commentary with him. Like, I think that would be hilarious. Like, people would just like, I don't know. I found it funny. Like, I was laughing the whole time. So like, that's the only reason why I somewhat enjoyed it.
Yeah, Snoop on commentary for WrestleMania is like SpongeBob on commentary for the Super Bowl. Did you see that shit? They had a whole alternate version.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
The Nickelodeon one?
Yes, I love the fact that they did that, but I'm not watching those SpongeBob
That's pretty cool.
Shit. Yeah, it was. I don't really have any thoughts on this match. This is where I began to fall asleep.
You started falling asleep?
Yes, this is definitely where I began to fall asleep. I don't know why. Maybe it was the long intros. I don't remember seeing any part of the match at all, and I'm so pissed off I fell asleep because I slept through LA Knight versus AJ Styles, which I know that was going to be an amazing match because they got so much chemistry from TNA, but I missed that shit too.
It was a good match. It was a good match. I enjoyed the match.
Of course it was.
But it's honestly like, you know, like I think like that beef like was gonna eventually come to a head, like it did. And and like this is one of those things where like this is where the beef should be done. Like this is where it's like, okay, this is the storyline's over. LA Knight defeated AJ Styles like he should have, put him over. Like it's LA Knight's time to like start like rising again. He might not have a championship or anything, but like this was a good match for him to have. And a good win.
Yeah. Logan Paul defeating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. I woke up halfway through this match, I believe. I don't know what at what point, but I woke up somewhere through this match. It was a really good match. Speed, oh my god, I was so scared for Speed. It was a fun match, but I was really
Fuck Speed.
I feel that agreed.
You get in there and you start throwing F-bombs at a wrestler, at Randy Orton. Bro, you're lucky that Sparta kick didn't hit you harder. I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard when he went flying. It was too fucking funny. I was like, bro, he just kicked the living shit out of him. And
It was amazing.
then to what did he do? He RKO'd him on the thing or no? He just I don't remember what he did.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did RKO. He did RKO, and that's where I got scared. I got scared because we
Fair.
know Randy Orton's his track record with tables.
But you know
I thought
what?
he was gonna do the Bolly.
Fuck
Remember
him.
the Bollywood Boys?
Fuck it. Do it. Oh yeah.
I thought that was about to happen. I swear to
Yeah.
God, I thought that was about to happen.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna fold his ass up like an
That's
accordion
fair.
doing a
That's
backdrop.
fair. Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
what
fair.
was gonna happen. That's other than that, I was highly entertained.
Yeah.
The
overall, it was a good
RKO on the
match.
table.
It was a good match. I enjoyed the match.
I
It
didn't
was
see
cool.
much of. I thought Logan Paul was gonna do more high flying, but it's him versus Kevin Owens and Randy
Yeah,
Orton. So.
yeah.
But you got to be smart about it. You got to be smart about it.
Yep.
Next we had Bayley defeating Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship match title. How did you feel about that?
It was great. Great fight. I loved it. It was great. The story that they had between the two of them, because the fact that, Damage Control was hers. Like she started Damage Control.
Yeah.
So for her to be kicked out of Damage Control, jumped by the Japanese and Asian Pacific, squad,
the
Kabuki, whatever the fuck you want to call. And I think it makes sense because like it just makes sense. Like they didn't. I don't think they did. Do they still have the tag titles or no?
No.
No. Yeah, it makes sense for them to kind of lose if they might. I think they might. No.
They might. I cannot confirm or deny if they still have the titles or not.
Yeah. I think it was a great match. It was a good story. It was a good end to the storyline. I don't know how much more they're gonna go with it, but overall, I really enjoyed the match. Io Sky could have won quite a few times. Bayley could have won quite a few times, but obviously, like you're gonna give Bayley. Everybody's had their WrestleMania moment. You've had Mercedes Moné's had it. What's her name? Becky Lynch. You've had
Rhea Ripley. This is her second one.
Obviously, Rhea Ripley. Then you have Charlotte Flair's had her like 18 fucking moments, and now Bayley finally has her moment. Like she's been champion before, obviously, but she's never won it at WrestleMania.
Oh, so
when it mattered.
This goes back to the story of why Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné left.
Yeah,
the tag title situation when they took a vacation after that, they damn near dragged them.
Yeah.
But the Kabuki Warriors are actually still champions, so that's fine.
Oh, okay,
it makes sense for them to lose these matches.
Because they didn't even have to defend their titles this time around on WrestleMania, so it's like they had nothing for it. But it just makes sense to give Bayley her moment.
They would have had something for it if they didn't add Jade. If they would have gave Jade a singles match, they would have had something.
I feel like should have been something there, but it is what it is.
Fuck that. Nah,
it's fine how it was. It's fine how it was. Yeah.
Even Jade got a WWE a WrestleMania moment. I know it's not a title win, but it's a moment, and she hasn't even been in the company for 5 months this run. So that's amazing right there. I do want to talk about WWE looking out for incoming talent that has been other places.
Yes,
for a long amount of time.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story with how they did Nick Aldis.
Yep.
Scrap.
It's a shame he's not wrestling though.
Yeah, but
I think he's past that already.
I'm sure he is. How long would he be able to wrestle on WWE TV at this point?
True.
3 years? Bobby Roode is done.
Yeah.
He's done with that injury. So he's a producer at this point.
Yep.
Some people are done. LA Knight and AJ was luck.
Yeah. Big E is is pretty much done as well. He's going to be on commentary most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I liked him on commentary. Yeah, I liked him on commentary. He was fun.
Yeah. They might as well just let him create other content for WWE.
I agree. Like he should have a show. He should have a show like on Peacock or something, or whenever they move to Netflix, like he should have something like where
Yes.
like I feel like he should have like kind of like a podcast show him, but like being serious but also fun at the same time, like and having like interviewing people. Like that would be kind of cool. And then we have the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes in the Bloodline Rules match. How'd you feel about that match?
Yeah. Loved it. Hated all the extra shit that we knew was gonna come.
Really?
But, yeah.
I think it added to it. I think it was fun to add that to it.
You know what it felt like to me?
Hmm.
It felt like Triple H versus Sting.
Explain.
Remember Triple H versus Sting, that WrestleMania, whenever that was, maybe about 8, 9, 10 years ago. DX and NWO came out. That really felt like to me. It just felt like my team came out to look after me, and then my team came out to look after me. That's really what it looked like.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it took up the majority of the match. It was like it was the final stretch. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it took over the match. You know what I mean? Like there was already a lot of shit that had happened.
It didn't take over the match, but it definitely it took over the.
It influenced for sure. It influenced. I mean,
yeah.
Do you really think it took over the decision since we already knew what the decision was going to be?
Yeah, if we would have got 5 more minutes of them just fighting without any interference, like just a 5 more minute stretch, it would have felt different. Slow down the pace, speed it back up, slow it down for the win. However you want to do it, but it is.
How long was this match?
Even though we 44 minutes. Oh, this match was 33 minutes.
Yeah. So for me, I agree with you.
It was already long.
Up to a certain extent, because at the same time they went 44 minutes the night before. It was Sunday night, like, and at the same time, like you got 95% of the way. The last stuff, like, it was nostalgia coming in. It was. You had to have a point where the bloodline rules came into effect. Obviously, like let's be honest.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point of having bloodline rules? Like if you're not really
in the bloodline rules.
Yeah. So like when you had fucking Jimmy come out, and then Jay, and then they fought like assholes again.
They should have whooped their ass. They should have whooped each other's ass so much that they weren't able to come out. Yeah. That's what they should have did.
I agree. And it should have only been The Rock, John Cena, Undertaker. Like that's what it should have been.
And Rikishi.
Nah, fuck Rikishi. He wouldn't have made it fast enough. I love Rikishi.
Listen, he
would not have made it to the ring in time. I'm sorry. You think Rikishi gonna be under that ring? Let's be come on. That's what the Undertaker was. Let's be real.
Of course he was.
Exactly.
They said
so.
They said he was definitely down there waiting.
Oh yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
Waiting from night one.
Yeah. He was sleeping under his day.
Be here.
Just wake me up. It's fine. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed the fuckery that happened towards the end, the last 5 minutes. It was a great last 5 minutes for me because of the fact that we grew up in that Attitude Era, obviously. And then we watched the Ruthless Aggression Era. Then we watched whatever era came after that. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
The PG.
And then, the PG era. And then we started watching what I call the NXT era. That's where that started happening again. Where we started doing the podcast again and we started like doing... That's when NXT started popping.
There was a whole era between that. So
I know. I don't remember that.
Like the Disney era.
But did we watch?
We don't even acknowledge that era.
Anything between 2010 and 2017 when we started a podcast, we didn't watch. Let's be honest. So
that was the Disney era.
We randomly started watching. Yeah, the Disney era. That's what you were calling it. We randomly started watching like around 2017 again, like because of the.
Yeah.
Of going to Legends, just
WCPW.
Yeah, WCPW, all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like it started getting good again, so we were like, "Oh shit, this is cool."
When we saw Drew Galloway was in the Bronx and we missed it, I was hyped.
Yeah, that was a.
Next thing you know, he's going back to WWE. Oh shit, Cody's out though.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, like, we started a podcast around the time that Cody left. And to me, it kind of all syncs up. You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking about it, and while I was watching the match, I was like, this motherfucker is going to win.
Stories.
This motherfucker is going to win. Yeah, he's going to win the WWE Championship. And our last two episodes, like, pretty much we're going to review on the last episode, where we're finishing ours. He's finishing his story. And I'm like, that's when you have like that, what's it called, providence or synchronicity? Like it all fits. It's just all fucking fit. And I was like,
you know,
I kind of got
the crazy part. The crazy part is we were supposed to do this last year.
We were. We
just never did it,
and we didn't do it because I don't know, something felt weird about the WrestleMania last year. So like I was like, it's not gonna be as good. Yeah. Like it really depended on the card, but we didn't do it, and that's why I was like, okay, let's just wait because there's something gonna be. Yeah. Something coming down the pipeline. And we knew there was something coming down the pipeline. We didn't know what. Luckily, this is what we got. And I'm not going to lie, I got a little misty-eyed when I saw him win the championship because I was like, damn, like, you went from leaving the WWE to going to, what was Jeff Jarrett's promotion when he won that championship? GFW. Then he went to the Global Force Wrestling, yes. Yeah. Then he went from that to... So I think he started going to TNA, like around the India, so yeah, TNA, Indie Circuit. Then he went to Ring of Honor. He went to New Japan. So like, we kind of parallel that. We would always keep track on Cody. We would always keep track on it because like we realized how big he could get. Because the fact of the matter is like he didn't have to do shit if he didn't want to. My man had a lifetime guaranteed contract. Let's be honest. And I had to explain this to my fiance. I was just like, hey, like, this man left a practically guaranteed lifetime contract that was set up by his father. Talk some shit.
To go start a competitor company.
Yeah, and I told her the whole thing. Though. Yeah. I told her, I was like, he went to the Indies. He cut his teeth there again. He went up the ranks, showed up in New Japan, went part of Bullet Club, this and that. I labeled the whole thing, and I was just like, and from there, they went and started. He started AEW, the other promotion. I was like, he couldn't become champion over there because he didn't. He felt like he was gonna be gatekeeping or whatever the fuck happened. That's what they say, but I'm pretty sure there was some fallout or whatever. And now like it all came back around, and he came back to WWE, and he came back a bigger star. I showed her all of his
like accolades,
characters. I showed him all of his characters.
Okay.
I showed him when undashing. I showed her dashing. I showed her when he had the bag on his head, the brown paper bag. I showed her Stardust, and she was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, because his brother's Gold Dust." And I had to like put all that stuff together. She was just like, and now I was like, yeah, now he's a champion. So like I was watching it, like when he got the win, I was just like, I was watching and I was smiling, and I was like, I was misty eyed. I was like, and she was like, "Are you happy?" I was like, yeah. I was like, because when we started this podcast, that's when he left and started his journey. When we started our journey, and I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. And like when I made that connection, I was just like, damn, that's pretty fucking cool. And that's why I got misty eyed.
The first Double or Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We went to the first AEW pay-per-view in Vegas, 2019.
The better version of brother versus brother.
Correct.
And that shit had me misty eyed. Like,
yep.
So yeah, seeing Brandy and Cody and
his mom,
TNA. Even just seeing from them being in TNA, her as Minnie Moose, him as a heel with black hair in TNA, going from that to being the heel in the Bullet Club, being a tweener in the Bullet Club, black hair, then white hair.
Having a three-way championship match for the IWGP Championship, like, dude, like my man did it all.
Title.
He did it all.
NWA title.
He had his daddy's title. Yeah.
Yes.
My man did it all.
He had. What title was that he had for New Japan? He had the US title.
Yeah, for a while. Yep.
Like
he did it all. He conquered everywhere. He rose his stock. He became a fucking bona fide star. And My fiance's talking shit. She's like a little misty eyed. She texts me. She's like very misty eyed. I'm like talking shit, talking shit via text, but it's okay. But no, yeah, like it was really like just seeing the parallels and seeing where he went from fucking Stardust, like
Yeah.
and just taking off and doing his own thing, like dude. And then the other thing is like
Oh,
his dad, Dusty Rhodes, seeing his mom there, like seeing Brand. I was like, where's the fucking dog? What happened to the dog?
no, Pharaoh showed up a few times.
Oh, okay, but I'm like, why
The
isn't Pharaoh there
the
for the
Rock is a
championship?
savage. The Rock definitely said "fuck that dog" or something.
But I feel like Pharaoh should have been there. I feel like Pharaoh should have been there. He should. I feel like he should have came out with Pharaoh for the championship match. I feel like he should have. That's just me.
He should change his intro music to a howl at the beginning instead of "It's more than one royal family." It should be a howl.
No, you can start with the howl. You can start with the howl. There's more than one royal family. Music drop. That's what I would do. Yeah. Like, why not? Why not?
Either way. But that goes back into what I was saying about WWE just hiring outside talent or more than just having a lot more faith in more than just homegrown talent, right? We have look at the GMs for Raw and SmackDown. That is not homegrown talent at all.
Mm-hmm.
Look at AJ. That's not homegrown talent. Cody is homegrown talent, but he has much potential because he walked away. And he has stories built with CM Punk. He has stories built with Tama Tonga, who's on his way to WWE.
Is he?
So just look at that with Bullet Club. He has
is that
Bullet
confirmed?
Club
Yeah. He said he misses family in the United States. It's either AEW or WWE. It has to be one or the other.
I have not heard anything about him with AEW. Nothing.
I feel like he would probably go to WWE.
That would be the better choice. One thing AEW is missing right now is a WrestleMania. That's one thing that they're missing.
One thing that they're missing is fucking direction, bro.
Big direction, because that CM Punk video as
what was the point of that?
It was, you're trying to break down somebody's credibility. You don't need to break down his credibility because his credibility is already shot with certain people, because we already understand that he will shoot himself in the foot.
It's the devil you know. We already know. So what's the point? What's the point?
Yes. Like, get over it. We have.
And the funny thing is that they threw punches. I'm like, he just shoved them. I'm like, I saw a shove and maybe half a punch.
Yeah, it looked like a punch, shove, and then a real shove. Like, that's really what it looked like. But it's really fucking pointless.
And then just went to swing, but I don't think he even connected. I thought it was like a whole fucking brawl, but it wasn't.
No, TK only did that because of the CM Punk Ariel Helwani interview that went out. That's the only reason why he did it.
I feel like TK, even though we're gonna go back to WWE right now, I feel like TK is bordering on WCW, bad WCW. Right now.
Can I let you know something? He's managing his wrestling company like he does his football clubs. Shouldn't do it the same way. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You have owners know owners. They're going to make sure they manage their team a certain type of way. They will talk to their team to let them know, we're not picking this person up because the team member or the team owner said this already. Mm-hmm. You're not fly with Vince McMahon. You're not fly with Nick Khan. You're not fly with Triple H. They will be trying to poach. You should have took a page out of Vince McMahon's book and held him captive.
Yep.
Hold him captive and make him pay for it while he's there. Yep. You will not be happy while you're here. Yep. You don't deserve to be happy because what the fuck you're doing. Yep. When he got fired, that was the biggest mistake that that TK could have made.
Yeah.
Don't fire him.
Make him pay for it.
Through the fucking ground.
Make him pay for it.
Most times Vince looked a certain type of way because he did that, but sometimes you need to know that you're getting too big for your britches. I gave you a certain amount of money and I'm trusting you. You should know I want my return. I don't care. I don't care if it is daddy's company. I don't care if you already are invested, have other investments, and have this, and it's a $1 billion family, $1 billion business. Cool. You don't have to sit there and put these videos out.
Yeah, sure. There was no reason for it.
That was horrible.
No
I
reason for
love
it.
to see it, but I didn't want to see it this way. I didn't want the owner of the company to let this out.
I wanted to see
I didn't want the
fucking
EVPs to let this out.
I wanted to see a fight.
Yeah,
It was barely a scrum.
You know, this is the bullshit because this is not the one that I want to see.
I think we've probably had drunk moments that were probably maybe slightly worse.
Yeah. I want to know what happened with Andrade and Sammy Guevara. I want to know what happened there. They say he slapped the shit out of Sammy.
I'm pretty sure he did.
What happened? I want to know.
Pretty sure he deserved it too.
I'm more interested in that.
I'm pretty sure he deserved it.
Maybe.
He said some shit about Charlotte. He said some shit about Charlotte. That's the only reason why he slapped the shit out of him like that. Let's be honest.
No comment. Possibly, but there's certain things that you should do. There's certain things that you shouldn't do. You're like, CM Punk, he said all the shit that he can say and made you emotional.
Yep.
You're not a boss. You don't have control of your whole place. And we understand that because after he left, after like the whole investigation over everything, there became a whole club of people who was gonna be overlooking the situation to figure out what's right, what's wrong, what we're gonna do. Okay, you're putting things in place now. Sometimes you got to be preventative. Okay, it's all fun and games, but you got to make sure somebody's not having too much fun at somebody else's expense.
Correct.
But even with all of this is what makes WWE look so much better.
Yeah.
You're willing to hire all of Cody's people.
Pretty much.
Who are a little upset or indifferent about how they're being dealt with or what's going on right now.
Yeah. I agree.
He could get them easy. Ricky Starks is on his way out. Ricky Starks has
You think so?
How many? Ricky Starks has been at maybe 3 or 4 pay-per-views.
Really?
Yes. Cody's guy.
That's true. I mean, the dude has star power, bro. He has star power.
Yeah,
he did really well.
Cody is the reason for half the people that are there. Darby.
Yeah.
It don't even matter. Like
he did a really good scouting. Like he pulled a good team together for them.
He might be the best. I think my favorite EVP over there. Kenny was cool, but the Joshi stuff was getting on my nerves. You know. How I feel about
I agree.
That.
I agree.
And still is going back up. I mean, they got a partnership with Stardom, so it makes sense. But
now Julia's going to WWE.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a motherfuck when she goes against Asuka or Io Sky or oh my god, I forgot her name. Asuka, Io Sky. What's
the other Kabuki warrior?
Come on, what's her name?
She was on night 1. Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane.
No, Kairi Sane. Fucking love her elbow. Little swoosh in the air. Fucking love it. Yeah, but so let's just run back to WWE real quick. So, what do you grade night 2?
What did I say? I said night 1 was a 10. I'm gonna go with a 10.5.
Look, motherfucker, you didn't say it was a 10. All right, you said it was like a 7, biased 10. You said a biased 10.
Yes, the biased.
All right,
the biased 10 because of one match.
I would say night 2 was infinitely better than night 1. Again.
I give it 9.5.
I still haven't seen the Intercontinental Championship match, but
you're right. I can't give it a 9.5. I was asleep for 2 matches.
I gave it a 9. I gave it a 9 to 9.5. Yeah, like it was damn near. Like I feel like this actually brought up the whole because like I think I remember texting you at one point. I was like night 1 was almost pointless. But again, I didn't see a very crucial match. Apparently. It was filler. It was all filler.
Preliminary card.
It was all filler. Yeah.
It was a prelim card for
night 2. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And I guess when I think about it that way,
for the main event. It was just for the main event.
Fair. Yeah, because night 1 felt like a lot of filler. I'm not gonna lie to you. But night 2, like I think they brought it in night 2. Obviously, at the end they brought it. with the last two matches, like the Io Sky and Bailey, like you had two great back-to-back championship matches, and that's how you want to end out a WrestleMania. And then on top of that, like you obviously have the whole thing with uh with John Cena coming out to beat up Solo, and then The Rock coming out, and then like the Undertaker coming out. At one point, I think I remember yelling like, "What the hell is happening?" Like I didn't know what was going on, but it was still fun. It was still fun. Like I still was having fun.
When Undertaker came out, I just looked at him and I just said,
I feel like this is just me. This is me. I feel like as much as I love the Undertaker, should have been Stone Cold.
The world know it was supposed to be Stone Cold, but
why didn't they?
Why didn't he?
That's fair. They probably should try to get him. Maybe he didn't want to. It's fine. Yeah. He's a rattlesnake. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. It is what it is, you know.
Honestly, he's like, I'm not taking out one bump.
I was expecting the glass shattering, but Undertaker was also a great consolation prize as well.
You know what's funny? You know what's so funny though? Dustin Rhodes was up in the skybox too. Put Shattered Dream Production. Come on, the Bizarre One. Come on.
But was he actually there?
Of course he was. Him
good.
And Ricky were there. Ricky was up there too.
I feel like he should have came out. I feel like that's one courtesy you do to like Goldust. You know what I mean? I feel like at the end, like he should have been in the ring with him. Like regardless of promotion.
Liability.
Come on, man. Like it's fucking Goldust.
You work for AEW, you get a
no. The man's a fucking legend, bro. Come on, like
he just had a title shot. You can't listen. You can move your star power around. We don't want your star
if
power.
I was Triple H, no. If I was Triple H, I would at least had him like with his brother. Obviously, like for obvious reasons, I get it. But it would have showed.
Bring him out.
Yeah, I would have at least allowed that. But again, different promotions. I get it. I understand.
And Brandy got a whole pop.
Brandy brought who?
They like Brandy. Brandy brought Cody out in the beginning.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. No, but I'm saying like
she got a
Dustin should have been there. I feel like Dustin should have been able to be there. But yeah, like I think overall because of the night 2, I would bump up the whole WrestleMania 40 probably to like, if I gave it a 5 intermittently, night 1, and I gave this a 9, I'd probably bump it up to like a 7.5, and that's without watching one match, which would probably bump it up higher.
All as one.
So and it's probably closer to like 8.5, maybe.
I mean, I got a good amount of title changes with my guys being the one in favor of the title. So I don't know. Cody, Damian Priest, like I said, Austin Theory, Miz. Yeah, exactly. So that's a good 5
and
right
Bailey
there.
too. And Bailey too.
Yeah,
I feel like Bailey. Oh God, I mean, come on, Bailey. Come on, so let's be honest, it's Bailey. Like she's put in the work. She's put in the work for years. Yeah, she's put in the work for years.
Excuse me, another Puerto Rican. Another one. I can't say the other.
Well, the Puerto Rican at the beginning lost in the morning. At the beginning of the thing. Fucking Kobe.
Yeah, happens. Well, he lost to another one, so it's okay.
What do you mean?
He lost to one.
No. He lost to a Scottish person. He didn't lose to another Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm thinking. Oh, you're right. Oh well.
Yo, you creeper.
Redemption. Tell us what's up. I see her walking in the back.
Bro, he said he saw you walking in the back.
He's been there for a while.
No, because the funny thing is, like, I hear some shuffling, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like slowly looking back, and I see like this thing crawling on the floor, and I'm like, what is going on? And I see her like crawling onto the couch, and I'm like, creeper.
She's been there for like 10 minutes.
No. She hasn't been there for 10 minutes. She just got there. She was in the back in the kitchen at one point, yes, but she was in the bedroom.
Okay, yeah, she has been moving around.
Yeah,
I
she was
haven't.
moving around,
I'm not.
but that was very creepy. Thank you. But but yeah, so that's pretty much it. What do you rate the whole thing for WrestleMania? No.
Like I said, 6 championship changes. I'm happy with. I'm gonna have to go with a biased 15 for the first time ever. No, honestly, I give it a good 8.5, 8.5,
Okay,
9 for
same.
WrestleMania. For a
Same.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, last few WrestleManias were,
They
you
were.
know,
And this is where we get The Rock to
yes,
electrify everything so much higher to make you forget about Vince and his
correct,
stuff and
correct.
the nasty stuff that's upcoming because it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where you get The Rock. That's really what this was for. So honestly, I really, really believe that they saved him last year because they knew this was happening.
They knew something was down the line because of what already happened. So they were like, shit, we can't do this yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what happened on Raw between Cody and Roman, since not Cody and Roman, Cody and The Rock says he has to go, probably has filming obligations, obviously, let's be honest.
Moana too.
And he probably finished Moana too already. And this is voiceover acting. Like, he could probably just go into the studio and do that whenever.
Yeah.
But he's also on the board, so like he's probably making some decisions as well. So like he said their shit isn't done, which is cool. And I saw the whole segment. I saw the whole segment, and it was a really good segment on Raw. Like I enjoyed that segment.
It was a whole 30 minutes. You better have loved it. That's a movie.
I saw the 20. I saw the first. No, I saw the highlight on the thing for 20 minutes. They cut it down. They condensed it, so I was happy that they condensed it on YouTube. But it was really good. It was perfect delivery from both of them. They both had fun doing it. You could tell The Rock was having fun when he called everybody trailer park trash. He's never seen the attendance record for trailer park trash. Fucking Philly loves it, you know. Philly always, you know, rolls with the punches, and they gave it back to him just as much. He even restarted his promo to hit them, to let them hit him with the whats as well. Like, it was really, really good. It was really, really funny. It was. And only The Rock, and this is the craziest thing. Like, yes, you had Stone Cold. Yes, you had HBK. Yes, you had all these other people that were really good. You had Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens. You have all these people that were great on the mic, CM Punk. But only The Rock can do final boss shit, still be charismatic as fuck, and have everybody smiling at the end of a promo like that. Because, like, you know it's not done. You know there's something coming down the pipeline eventually. The storyline is not done between them. And he was also sincere in saying that, like, yo, you broke my heart leaving the first time. So, like, it was, you know, there was something there.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what he gave him.
That was the moment.
But yeah, when he said that, I was just like, oh shit, like he meant that shit. I was like, he legitimately meant that one. But only he could do all those things.
Don't
and like,
leave. He said, "Don't leave ever again."
Yeah, he could do those like beloved heel stuff, like because he was in full final boss / Hollywood Rock mode, and obviously the boss like
it was amazing
mode. So it was like three things all at once, but like it was a great promo. I enjoyed watching it. And yeah, so like, you know, Cody's gonna have Seth Rollins down the line, probably fight CM Punk down the line. You're gonna have Gunther probably pop up at one point. AJ Styles, LA Knight. Maybe even I would probably even flirt with the idea of Damian Priest if you want to go that route.
I would love that. Yeah.
What other singles people? It's obviously Drew McIntyre. Yeah. After that whole CM Punk thing is done. I mean, it's for filler. Yeah, I guess so. Like they could have a program.
Why not?
Yeah, because if he beat Brock Lesnar, then he could beat Bobby Lashley. So it was a good. He has. I just don't want Triple H to fuck it up going forward because like he has a momentum. Let's just because Vince always found a way to fuck it up, and
I think what it comes down to is really just the pacing of the title defenses as well.
Correct.
Like
I feel like there should be 4 a year.
Who's the first
unless you make him a fighting champ. It depends on the storyline. Like that's the thing. Like for me, it has to be Seth Rollins. If you're not doing the Roman Reigns rematch in France at Backlash,
I can see that.
It probably has to be Seth Rollins. You got to give him give him a shot because he helped you out the whole time. He stuck by you when he didn't have to. So that's probably the first one. Like you just get it out of there out of respect. Have a close match or whatever, this and that. So like see how that goes going forward. Obviously you have the CM Punk angle being played there. Like eventually at one point after the whole CM Punk Drew McIntyre stuff happens. And then from there you just have to build good storylines. That's really what it comes down to. It seems so simple. No, absolutely not. It seems so simple.
Oh yeah, because he's with Vincent.
Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so like it seems simple to say, but obviously it's simplicity. Like it's not as simple as it. Yeah, you have to flow it properly. So it's like
there's a lot that goes into it. We know that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Most high hopes for any rivalry with Cody. Who has your highest hopes? What opponent?
I think LA Knight could do a really good job.
Yeah.
If they do it correctly.
Styles. Oh, his wrestling style is different.
AJ Styles would probably be one of the better matchups in terms stylistically between him and Cody Rhodes. But I feel like LA Knight, he can go fast. It just depends on how they book everything. Like if he's hurt or if he's like, it just really depends. And like now's the time to kind of start capitalizing on LA Knight. How many years does he have left in WWE? Let's be honest. Like he's
exactly.
So
I think Cody and Gunther would be very boring.
I don't think so. I don't.
Okay.
It could be, but I don't think so. I think there's something there. Because he's the ring general. He lost his title. He's gonna be wanting another one, or he's gonna get the rematch against Sami Zayn. There's probably gonna be something there. Obviously, let's be honest.
That should be they should have that rematch for Fast.
For sure, for Backlash.
Yeah,
Backlash. But yeah, definitely, obviously, because he lost the title, so he definitely should have the rematch. But I think overall, I think it's Gunther would be an interesting prospect. It just depends how they market that or how they work that storyline. And I just wanted to give kudos to fucking Roman Reigns for the past 3.5 years, 4 years since he changed his character,
5 years,
put the company on his back, and fucking ran with it. They let him run with it. He ran with it. Obviously, the wise man helped him run with it and advised them as best as he can. And like the real Roman Reigns came out, and like it was fun to watch.
He was the big dog.
Yeah, I hated that.
His yard.
Yeah, I hated that.
And they shout out to Dolph Ziggler. I'm sorry, I know this is a Roman moment, but shout out to Dolph and Baron Corbin when they put all the dog food on. they handcuffed him up. That was one of my favorite moments of the whole Roman.
Like he had to get rid of that moniker
to be champion.
Had to get rid of that stupid vest. Like he had to, and he did what he had to, and they ran with it. Did an amazing job. Future Hall of Famer guaranteed. First ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Did, yeah.
Without shadow of a doubt, my man's doing it all while still battling leukemia.
Yeah.
Which is the crazy shit. Which is why everyone's like, he doesn't defend his title. Yeah, motherfucker, because he's getting getting treatment for leukemia, man. Like the fuck.
Leave him alone.
like shit. So
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot he was too.
I forgot he was. Yeah, but that's how good he's been. That's how good he's been, and he deserves a long fucking rest. Because I remember seeing a video of like when they were going up the ramp, him and the wise man, like
Paul.
they hugged. Yeah, they hugged, and like he was patting him on the back. He was like, "Yo, like you know, telling him like you did good and this and that." Like you couldn't hear anything obviously, but you could tell like there's probably some relief now for Roman Reigns. Like he gets to rest. Like you know what I mean? Like he gets to like chill and actually take care of himself.
He has a legacy with no matter what. He has a legacy
Oh,
now
absolutely. Yeah.
that is stronger now than if he would have passed. Thankfully, he didn't. But if he would have passed 2, 3, 4 years ago, it wouldn't have been this. He wouldn't have had a 2.5 year run as champion.
Yeah.
Like
it's almost 3.
Yeah.
Wasn't
like
it 3?
That, for somebody to have, it was around 3. It was like 600. It was 600 plus though.
Wasn't it?
Days.
It was more than
That's
that.
2. Maybe I don't know. I remember the 600 milestone. It could be.
That was more years ago, bro.
No, wait. When did he get? See, listen. I've been just dealing with the fact that he's been fucking champion. Okay, they gave him a gold belt at some point. I forgot when they gave him a gold belt. Was it 600 days or was it
1,316 days, bro?
Okay, so the thousand days was the gold belt. I forgot. Listen, goddamn it, there's so much wrestling going. 1,000.
Isn't that like 1,316 days? That's over 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's crazy. Like the third highest reigning champion.
Third longest run. Yeah, third longest reigning. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's kind of crazy. I just enjoy
things, but
I just enjoy seeing the turnaround from him, like because WWE dropped the ball a long time ago. Let's be honest. Yeah,
the Usos.
They did it together. They did it together.
Bloodline, they definitely did.
Yeah.
Like you said, they did drop the ball. They force fed us him forever.
Yeah.
And they thought it was going to work. They tried to put the bloodline together earlier. They thought it was going to work. Didn't work. They can make the Usos heal, but you cannot make the Street Profits heal. Like it's just what it is. Like Street Profits just are too likable right now. It's the same.
My man was
like
a tribal chief.
Too likable.
Yeah, my man was a tribal chief from 2020, and he knocked it out the park. And I was so happy, and I'm still so happy for him because like, well, he could just like if he wanted to retire tomorrow, if he had to retire tomorrow, he's good, he's straight.
Yeah.
Will he? I don't know, but he's already 38. That's
and what is
like
he had?
The wrestling
5 title reigns, right?
The wrestling is probably taking a toll on him. Obviously, the leukemia is taking a toll on him. So it's like, how much longer can you go? Hopefully, he goes into remission again.
And he's in amazing shape. So like, stay in amazing shape without wrestling while dealing with the leukemia. You'll be fine. Can't say you'll be fine, but you might feel a lot better. I would hope.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the show.
I think that's it. So I just wanted to really quickly thank a bunch of people. First and foremost, I want to thank the people at BCW for always inviting us to the BCW
yes. I got my favorite hat on too.
Events.
My favorite BCW hat.
Also, shout out to Invictus Pro Wrestling, even though I was never able to go in Jersey. Always wanted to make it out there. GCW for throwing shows in the Bronx.
We can still do that
in New York. Oh, no, of course we can. Definitely, for sure. Interviews with Nick Gutman from Invictus Pro Wrestling as well. Interviews with, obviously, Austin Theory.
Marty Bell. That's why I have
WWE
my
Tag Team Championship.
On.
Marty Bell. Obviously, Faye Jackson.
Tasha
Steele. Who else we got?
Jay Bushi.
Obviously Jay Bushi. We got quite a few. Oh my god, I didn't write them down like an asshole. But we got quite a few. Obviously,
shooters don't die. We gotta say shooters don't die for my guy don't die. Don't die,
Don't Die
Miles.
Miles. Yeah, there you go. That's who I was trying to remember. Don't Die Miles. And
It was
also, oh my god, oh
somebody
my god, oh
else.
my
It
god, oh
was
my god, oh my
someone
god.
else.
Nick, no. Gage.
Save Chris. Yes,
Save Engage. There you go.
Save
There you go.
Engage.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know. I knew there was somebody else. Obviously, crazy thing is like we've seen all these people wrestling in the Indies. We saw obviously at BCW got to see and speak to Austin Theory. Now he's WWE champion and
see where they go.
US champion. He's a WWE. He was a former US champion, right? Now he's a WWE tag team champion. We saw
Future Hall of
all
Famer.
these, probably in the future. We saw all these great people in at Battle Club Pro as well. We saw people in AEW, we saw people in WWE, we saw Ring of Honor shows, we saw New Japan, House of Glory. It's been so much fun. Like, and amazing. When we went to WrestleMania in 2017 in New Orleans, and when we went to, again, like you said, in Vegas 2019 to go see the Double or Nothing, the first ever AEW pay-per-view, which was so much fun. And don't remember a lot of that first night, but it was still a lot of fun.
Oh my god, I don't remember a lot of that whole week.
I just remember
Vegas, man.
I just remember at 3 a.m, we're at the slots and fucking this guy is winning like $2,000 and we're like falling asleep at the slots. And
I was like, we're just here
so
to
much
keep
fun.
You company.
Yeah, so much fun. And then he lost it all, and then he won it back before he left. Fucking asshole! Like right before we flew out.
Lost the phone.
And then you know what? Because he could buy a new one. Because guess what? He won like $2,000 again afterwards. So it's like he was good.
I'm looking at my cup. I got two chips in my cup. So this
damn, you gotta get a new one.
Horrible.
But no, yeah, it's been I need to put a 200. I think 200 mug is out there. Are you creeping over there?
It might be.
But she's like creeping and like on the floor. She's like, ugh. But no, yeah, man, it's been like a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. She looked like, you know who she looked like? She looked like fucking, oh my god, Hornswoggle. That's what she was looking like. Like running.
My god, I hate you.
But
we definitely have to shout out Doc. We have to shout out.
Oh yeah, Doc, Ray Sean, Die Hard, all the friends at VIG that always hung out. B Mart for letting us use his music. Obviously B Mart Brandon. Thank you for letting us use your music for a couple episodes. It was really good fun. Still love your music. Still love that 27 Club. Shout out to you. And everybody that supported our family, our friends. Fiance, obviously, like we did try to restart it when I did move. It was we kind of always knew it was going to be difficult, but at the same time, like life changes, like different things come at you. Like I don't get that nap anymore going home from work. I gotta actively drive. You're tired, and you have life coming at you in different ways. Like you try to make a name for yourself at a new job and a new place, and just get used to the surroundings, being away from your friends, and like it's something that did take a toll, but at the same time, like we did try to restart it. Didn't happen like we wanted it to, unfortunately. But at the same time, like it doesn't mean that we're gone. It's just the podcast version of this is gone. We still don't know exactly what the future looks like. I don't think we're rebranding. We might rebrand under another company. That's something we're gonna talk about later. But
another way, yeah, we have a lot.
But there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Thank yous. I do want to thank the Jobberteers.
Yes, Jobberteers. Oh my God, of course, legends. Love you guys so much. Ramble Mania, obviously.
Yes.
Everybody on Twitter that always like retweeted our stuff and like all those shout outs and everything. It was just like it's the wrestling community that we had that like we were part of at Legends, and like obviously they still go. Like I haven't gone in such a long time since I've been in Miami, but I miss you guys. It's been so much fun. I've had like people randomly reach out to me from Legends like that go there, and they're like, "Dude, we haven't seen you in such a long time." I'm like, "Yeah, I live in Miami, guys." Like none of them knew. Like I had so many people text me, and they're like, "Yo, like, where are you?" I'm like, "We haven't seen you in such a long time." They're like, "Did you die?" I'm like, "No, I'm in Miami, bro." So like a lot of people didn't know.
Like, not if I'm texting you.
I'm like, nah. I'm in Miami. So like, it's a lot of different things. Like, shout out to Els, who was supposed to be part of so the number 3 person here, but never fucking. He was supposed to be the low blow, and he never was. But you know what? It is what it is. He still
he never made it.
He still came through. He still watched here and there, like and that's what counts. He's a dad. It is what it is. I'll give you a pass because you're a dad. Like I'll give you that pass. Like you're a dad. You're raising your kid. You're legends too. Yeah, exactly. You're raising your kid beautifully. We love you. Like thank you so much. Shout out to Teddy Black Girl, Teb, Eric, also to Samantha and her daughter Chamomile.
Yes.
Love you guys. The name's not Chamomile. The name's not Chamomile. It's Aileen. It's okay.
Code name Chamomile.
Yeah. And shout out to like everybody in the wrestling industry, like everybody that we were able to meet, everybody that we were able to like talk with, have like great conversations, just like always welcoming, and at the indie shows and seeing these people perform and put their not their lives on the line, but like put
at that brunch.
Exactly. Like put their bodies on the line and perform for us, and it really means a lot. Like it might seem like it's the male soap opera. Let's be honest with you. Like I always tell like women, oh, why do you watch wrestling? I'm like, why do you watch novelas? It's the same thing. It's just athletic novela. That's literally all it is.
It's real fighting. It's not real fighting.
It's not real fighting, but see real fighting. But no, yeah, for sure. And I'm like. It's our male novela. Like we have our anime, we have our this and that. You watch your Desperate Housewives, you watch your like Hispanic novelas or Turkish or whatever this and that. Like we watch our wrestling, we watch our anime, we watch our this. Like we play our video games. Like this is our stuff. So like it's and it's always been fun. It's always been fun since we were little. We grew up watching this. Obviously, like we grew up in the Attitude Era, and a little bit before that. So it's something that's been part of our lives for a long time. Obviously, and like as when you're a kid, like. I remember being champion in elementary school for at least like 4 weeks. Like you had the matches in the fucking yeah, exactly. And we had the hardcore belt as well. We drew that shit out and everything, and like we ripped it up and everything. Like it was hilarious. Like we would have these crazy matches when we were in elementary school, and then gravitated to junior high school. I still remember that kid that got famous on the concrete. That was bad. That was really bad.
That's crazy.
Like I felt really bad. I don't remember
that in high school.
No, that happened in my junior high school. That happened in my junior high school. But yeah, like that was pretty bad. I was like, what the fuck? We were all like, what the fuck? Like blood just came out immediately.
Like, he's gonna cry.
Like we were all wrestling on the inside on the padded part, and he fucking famous him on the outside, and we're like, why would you actually do it on the concrete? But anyway, backtracking.
The attitude era, bro. It's the attitude era.
Fair, but come on, like. Protect the wrestler. Protect the wrestler. Nah, protect the wrestler. I don't think he was able to wrestle with us anymore after that. I think we fucking cut him off. We cut him off right after that. Yeah. But like, it's just something that's been part of our lives for a while, man. Oh, he did. He got suspended. But man, it's just been so much fun. It's been a ride, and like I said, we're gonna come back at some point, or like if we have like random times when we come back for certain pay-per-views or whatever, we could talk about it and do it. Like it is what it is, but like there's different things that we want to do. Like I still haven't edited the short film that like we were shooting at one point.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
But like there's a lot of things going on. Life gets in the way, and we're at a different point in our lives, and like it's hard with the distance too. So, but at the end of the day, like we're still peoples. We've been peoples for how long? Since 2003, 2004. It's a long time. Yeah, so those things don't easily go away. So we'll definitely be back in some capacity. And again, thank you to everyone. Thank you to our families, our loved ones, my fiance, all of our best friends, and all our friends from high school, everyone that supported us. And again, we're gonna miss you guys in this format, but we're gonna come back with something else down the line, and we'll let you guys know that on Instagram, on Twitter. You guys can still follow us on Instagram at Eyepokes Podcast. Myself on Twitter at _Mr. Alex 25 _ the guy on the other side at
myself on X at NU _
It's still fucking Twitter. I don't know what anyone says.
Goddamn right it is. I don't. Who calls it X? I don't.
Who sends an X? No, get out of here. Just put it back to Twitter, bro. It's fine. And you could listen to our shows from 0 to 200 and 240 something, 250, whatever.
48.
I have to upload the rest of them. I'm gonna be fair. I have to upload the rest of them. So about 248 on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, no more Stitcher, and Transistor. We might even switch the stuff from Transistor and maybe find a more budget friendly thing. But yeah, and the link tree
Ooh, yeah,
link
we
in the
gotta talk
description
about that
below.
too.
We gotta order those shirts. I'm just probably gonna make that 250 shirt. Call it a day, and yeah, you're a jerk. But guys, thank you so much again.
Can't help it.
We love you guys, and hopefully next time I'm in New York, we'll hang out, go to Legends, have some beers, bunch of wings, and just have a good time with everybody there. Catch you guys next time, whenever that is, and we're just signing out. Deuces.
Peace.
You spin my head right. You go.
Why
When
that
you
song?
go down. I don't know. It just popped into my head. I don't know.